Hello and welcome back to another Understand Your Buyer video. In this video, we're looking at portmanteau. Portmanteau. So what is it? Well, a portmanteau, pronounced portmanteau, is a word that's made by blending at least two words together. And the new word, the portmanteau, combines both the sounds and the meanings of the original words. An example here, if you live in the UK, obviously this is a very relevant one for you. Brexit, which is a combination of Britain and exit, as in exit from the EU. Brexit is a portmanteau, a single word that articulates Britain exiting from the EU. How does it work then? How does a portmanteau work? Well, it works because it combines two elements together to shortcut how something is understood, much like schemas. So we operate in schemas where we take on information in pieces and we stitch it together in our head. The classic example I always use is if I give you three pieces of information, red, sporty, and fast. Red, sporty, and fast. You're probably thinking of a car. If you're into cars, you're probably thinking of a Ferrari. But I didn't say that, did I? I said red, sporty, and fast. So a word like house-barrassment, for example, house-barrassment combines the word house, combines the word embarrassment. It communicates the feeling of shame that people have when they have guests come to visit and maybe it's not tidy, or maybe they don't like their house and they're ashamed they should renovate it and add a new kitchen, etc. But house embarrassment, so the word house, the word embarrassment, that combines those two things to describe that feeling. The alternative is to actually describe it. So I'll give Exhibit A, I'll give you an example. So we've got house embarrassment, a single word. Or we've got that feeling when people come to visit you and you're embarrassed about how tidy your house is. Pretty much saying the same thing, but one does it in a much more efficient and effective way. And that is where portmanteaus really come into their own. It's about shortcutting how we communicate certain concepts. How can you use it? Well, to create a portmanteau, usually the first part, the first syllable of one word is attached to the final part or final syllable of the other word. So Brexit is the BR from Britain and the exit from exit. So Brexit, Britain or British, exit makes Brexit. There's a couple of examples here of portmanteaus so you can get a flavour for them. These are like general words that you're aware of already, but this is how they're created. You may not have known before this point they're portmanteaus. First one, alphanumeric. So it takes the alpha from alphabetic and the numeric from numeric. It means something that consists of letters and numbers. Alphanumeric. Brunch, obviously you know what that is. The BR from breakfast, the unch from lunch. A meal that takes place between breakfast and lunch hours. Finally, emoticon or emote icon, depending on how you want to describe that one. Emote from emotion and icon from icon. Emoticon, facial expressions or emotions expressed through keyboard symbols. But those are three words, alphanumeric, brunch, and emoticon, that we use in everyday common parlance, but they're actually combinations, they're portmanteaus of other words. And they're used just to shorten the communication, shorten the meaning. A bit like house embarrassment, a bit like Brexit. We can communicate something really more complex and more long-winded in a simple way. So that's the concept of portmanteau, creating a new word by simply combining two existing words together. Well, that's it for another Understand Your Buyer video. And if you like this kind of stuff, then you'll definitely like the book, which you can buy at understandyourbuyer.com.